This week's exercise is a slap and pop groove that features some strummed chords and is played with a shuffle feel. Let's take a look at it. So the first thing you're going to need to be comfortable with is strumming chords with your picking hand. And the way that I'm going to be doing this here is strumming downwards with the fingers of my picking hand, allowing the nails to strike the strings, and it's the nails that are going to give me the attack that I need. So I'm fretting an E power chord here. So that's the sound that we're after. Now we're also going to want to be able to do upstrokes as well. So to play an upstroke, I'm just going to flick my fingers against the strings as I sort of come upwards from that downwards motion. Okay, so that's how we're going to strum these chords. Now, in terms of what we're doing with a fretting hand, I'm playing an E power chord. My first finger is on the E, and my fourth finger is playing the fifth, which is the B. And I usually allow my second finger to rest on the low E string in between, and that just stops that string from ringing whilst I'm strumming. Strumming is quite an aggressive technique, so you need to control all the other strings that you're not playing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is strum the E power chord twice, down and up. We're going to follow that with an open E string. We're going to slap that note. We're then going to widen that power chord shape outwards, and we're going to keep the E where it is, but we're going to move the B up to a C, and that's going to briefly imply a C major chord in first inversion, like so. We move from that C chord down to a D power chord, so just D and A, and then we're moving down to a C power chord, C and G, and we're going to play some very basic strumming patterns on the C chord, moving back up to the D. So I'm going to play you bars 1 and 2 of the exercise now. And again. So at the end of the second bar, we're slapping the open E string. Now that open E is then going to tie across into the third beat of the bar. So we've got the open E ringing already, and to complete beat 1 of bar 3, we're going to pop the octave E at the second fret of the D string. On the second beat of the bar, we're going to play 3 ghost notes. Ghost note on the E string, we're then going to pop a ghost note on the D string, and then we're going to slap the E string for another ghost note. And this is just a rhythmic figure. On the third beat of the bar, we're going to slap the low F sharp at the second fret, slide into the G, and then pop the octave G, like so. And then on the fourth beat of the bar, we're going to play those ghost notes again. Okay, so that moves us into the fourth bar of the sequence, and we just hit the open E again at the beginning of the fourth bar. We've got the open E, we pop the octave, we then have our ghost notes on the second beat of the bar as we did before, and this time we're going to slide, rather than sliding from F sharp into G and popping the octave, we're going to slide from G into A and then pop the octave. And we finish off that bar with the ghost notes as well. So let's hear bars 3 and 4 again. Okay, I'm going to play the whole exercise now. Okay, that brings us to the end of the exercise. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the latest instalment in my Bass Lick of the Week series. Don't forget that as always you can download the backing track and PDF worksheet by clicking on the link below, and as ever please do let me know your thoughts in the comments box. I'll see you next week for another bass groove.